Hello, children. Today, I have an exciting story to share with you. It's about a cat and a rat who lived in a charming little village and how they learned the value of teamwork. So, gather around and listen closely. Once upon a time, in a beautiful village surrounded by golden fields and tall, swaying trees, there lived a cat named Cleo and a rat named Remy. Cleo was known for her agility and quick reflexes, while Remy was famous for his cleverness and quick thinking. But there was one thing about them. You see, Cleo and Remy didn't get along very well. The cat would always tease the rat, and the rat would always try to outwit the cat. It was a never-ending game of chase. One sunny afternoon, something happened that changed their lives forever. While Cleo was napping on a barn roof and Remy was nibbling on some crumbs under a haystack, a huge shadow swept over the village. Cleo opened her eyes lazily and saw a hawk circling in the sky. Oh no, thought Cleo. That hawk looks dangerous. I must be careful. Remy, too, noticed the hawk and shivered. If that hawk catches me, it's the end of me. The hawk swooped lower and lower, scanning the village for prey. Cleo and Remy both knew they were in danger, but neither wanted to admit it. Then, something surprising happened. Cleo called out, "Hey, Remy. We're both in trouble. Maybe, just this once, we could help each other?" Remy hesitated. Could he really trust Cleo? But seeing the hawk coming closer, he nodded. "All right, Cleo. Let's work together." Cleo jumped down from the barn roof, and the two unlikely allies huddled together under the haystack. "We need to distract the hawk," said Cleo. "I'll use my speed to keep it busy. And I'll set a trap to catch it," added Remy, his eyes twinkling with an idea. The plan was simple but risky. Cleo would lead the hawk away while Remy used his cleverness to rig a trap with a net and some ropes lying around the barn. As Cleo darted out into the open, she called, "Hey, big bird. Over here." The hawk screeched and swooped after her, its sharp talons glinting in the sunlight. Meanwhile, Remy worked quickly, tying the ropes to the barn's beams and setting the net just right. He kept glancing at Cleo, who was zigzagging through the field, narrowly escaping the hawk's claws. When the trap was ready, Remy called out, "Cleo, bring it this way." Cleo dashed toward the barn, her heart pounding. The hawk followed, its sharp beak ready to strike. Just as Cleo leapt through the barn door, the hawk flew in after her, right into the trap. The net came down with a thud, tangling the hawk's wings and claws. It thrashed and screeched, but it couldn't escape. Cleo and Remy looked at each other, panting from the effort. Slowly, a smile spread across their faces. "We did it," said Cleo. "Yes, we did," replied Remy, laughing. "Together." After the hawk was safely removed from the village, Cleo and Remy sat under the barn's shade, catching their breath. "Remy, I have to admit," said Cleo, "I couldn't have done this without you." "And I couldn't have done it without you," Remy replied. "Maybe, we're not so different after all." From that day on, Cleo and Remy became the best of friends. They stopped teasing and chasing each other and started working together whenever there was a problem in the village. They learned that when you put aside your differences and trust one another, you can achieve great things. And so, children, the lesson here is simple. Teamwork and trust can help us overcome even the greatest challenges.